Hello everyone, Anthony Vessecchia here again with Scratch Golf Academy. Today I'm going to talk to you about some drills for shoulder mobility. Why do we want to do that for golf or really focus on that? I think a lot of you know, but I'm going to go into it a little bit more in detail. So many times when you're going to the top of your backswing, you're told to almost walk like you're carrying a tray, or not walk, but get in the position like you're carrying a tray at the top of your backswing, and to be in this position so you can get your elbow tight to your side with that external rotation so you can come through and not end up so steep coming down on the ball, have more time at the bottom of the swing so that you can get a better it's really just so you get a better swing path. So now you can flight the ball with in different ways, so you can hit a high fade, low fade, or a draw, or, if you need to hook it because you hit it in the trees like I do a lot. You can actually get your arm in those positions to be able to shape slightly different, or just in general, if you're a guy that just can't get it back like this and you kind of feel that you're always coming over the top, or you have to kind of flip your hands and not even rotate your body to be able to get through and square the club face. These drills are going to help you be able to actually rotate your body, get all your power from the lower body so that you're not having to manipulate your hands because your shoulder mobility is off. So hopefully you can really get that body turning and keep this elbow tight and your arm back so that you can get all that power to build up and that you'll get stored from the ground up, so you can get that final whip at the end so you're not throwing your hands down to try to manipulate the club to be able to get into that nice proper impact position. So I'm going to give you 3 simple exercises, some of them so simple you'll be surprised that they actually work. Stay tuned and I'll be back. All right, so this first drill is going to be so simple. It's called a body roll. I'm going to explain a little bit more about it when we get down there. But first, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit that notification button so you can get notifications. Every week, as you can see, we're going to keep giving you new stuff constantly. So please stay tuned. Please like these videos. I'm going to go ahead and get down in a hook lying position first. So just in this position. So on this body roll, before you even do the exercise, I want you to go ahead and test how much external rotation you have in your shoulder. All right, so maybe you're only getting to here. After we do this simple drill, you'll find that neurologically your brain will start to relax and the muscles right here between your shoulder blades, I can go into them. It's the rhomboids and, your traps run in there. But what it's going to do is kind of open those up and free them up just by doing this simple drill. Your brain will relax those muscles and relax that area so that you can actually get a little bit more range after you do it. So it's very simple. I want a lot of you to try this and you'll be very surprised that something so simple will help you free up some of your shoulder mobility. I'm not saying you're going to do this out on the course, but it's something you can do each day just to kind of keep your brain going, oh, it's okay, it's safe to get to that position. So we're just going to hold on here and all we're going to do is a body roll. So we're just going to roll back and forth. Okay, just like this. Very simple. And if you're a person that can't get all the way up, just start with little ones, just like this. It's not that big a deal. Okay, pulling your knees in and roll and try to go really far if you can. After you do about 15 of those, I want you to set your arms back down and try that motion again. And you'll be surprised how much more range of motion you will probably get from that drill. You can also test it downward as well. So I would go both ways. My shoulders are tight, so a lot of these drills actually are going to be beneficial to me as well. Okay. So the next one is going to also be very simple. I'm going to use a TheraBand for this. So you probably see these in PT studios and such. This is just a TheraBand. You can also just use a regular band of any kind. It's just you don't want it to be too heavy when you're doing this drill. So this one's very simple. And you can also do this one while you're going and lying down. Just lie on their back and pin your elbows down on the floor, but pin them to your ribs. But I'm going to show you it standing. But it's the same drill if you were just down on your back on the floor. So all these drills today could technically be down in that hook lying position. You don't even have to get up. You can actually do them on your bed. Just leave all this next to your bed. Get up, do it every day if your shoulder mobility is not that great. So we're just going to hold it here and we're going to rotate out. I doubled it up because as single, it's just way too light. So I went ahead and doubled it up. And if you see from the side, I'm trying to get my arms out as far as I possibly can. Now, if you say you have a band at home and it's just too heavy for you, you can just use one side, and get used to doing just one side. But you want to try not to get all the way out here. We're just trying to work those external rotators. So the muscles back here that we're just trying to get to externally rotate so that you can help get your arm in these positions here, okay? So again, we're gonna do about 15 of these. If you wanna get more range of motion and say it's just a little heavy, if you grabbed all the way in here and tried to go all the way out, then you can go back to that single. Okay, put your hands close together and try to get that range. I wouldn't go, I would kind of work the inside area first like this, and then switch, and then go from that area out here all the way out, because you'll end up breaking your band when you stretch it that far. But that's just a quick tip, so you're not ripping these all the time. So you can get more range. So you can start in with a single and just go a little bit so you get that half range, and then you can go all the way. Now, if you want to, you can go on a cable, set a cable, and obviously a cable, if you're set up to it and you're pulling all the way out, you can get that end range with that same amount of weight the whole time, where the resistance doesn't change throughout because you're getting a stretch like this, and you won't worry about breaking a band. So it can be done with cables too. And for now, the very last drill that I'm going to do, I'm going to take a golf club. Now this one is, I don't really have a name for it. It's just in a hook lying position, was what we were in at the very beginning. But the important thing is here is I want you to hold the club with your palms up, okay? Because a lot of times when people do shoulder flexion, their hand will be sideways and they'll go back. But if you try to hold your hand this way, you'll see it kind of try to turn to compensate. We want it this way because we want to really get to the root of the problem of your shoulder mobility and really, really get some of those internal rotators to work in your shoulder as well. Well, yeah. Losing my mind over here. Anyway, so we're gonna take it just like this. We're gonna set it right here above our head. As we do this, I want you to try to keep your lumbar down, and we're going to just push like this away from our head. You can see that my shoulder mobility is very tight. My arms want to lift up and my hands are struggling. They are really trying to turn inward this way, because for so much they just don't like to be in that position, because it really does test your shoulder mobility. So it's really just trying to turn inward. So on this one, we're trying to just make it so you can keep your hand turned out this way as much as possible when you're going in this final position, but you'll see mine want to turn because I do have tight shoulders when I get to end range. So again, here we're going to have it with knuckles down, and I put you on a mat because you want to slide this across the carpet. You'll end up tearing your knuckles up, and you're going to slide out as far as you can, and don't let your back arch. Keep your lumbar down. Because for some people in this position as well, your lats that will come up and attach right here on the back of your arm, they're also going to stop your arm from wanting to go in this position, and they can get there if you arch your back. So we really want to get to this and not compensate somewhere else. We really want to focus on this area. So keep that lumbar down. Keep those abs engaged. And you're going to do 15 pressing out like this. And then bring it back to the top of your head and go back out again. So seriously, try these 3 drills. They're gonna feel really great on your shoulder. I've given you a bunch more shoulder mobility drills throughout this series of exercises and workouts that we've been giving you here on Scratch Golf Academy. So please try these, add them to your repertoire. I can't even talk today. And keep following us. Like I said, subscribe. That way we can keep giving you more goodies. Take care.